Hello and welcome to the Family Nest Academy. I am Princess Francisca Obichinnese. I will be leading us in another challenge for this week. First, I want you to understand the importance of this challenge. The essence is to help us gain insight in some of the things that subtly sneaks into our homes, some of the things that happen around our families that sometimes we don't take cognizance of, or sometimes we take for granted, or sometimes we don't even know they exist, right? And these things end up affecting our families. These things end up becoming a pest, eating up our homes, and we are putting all the effort to make sure we build a glorious home. But these things sneak in from wherever to eat up our investments in our family. And that is why I'm taking this course of challenging us every week so that we look deep, reflect, and able to take action. So today I will be challenging us with 3 soul-searching questions. 1. Is my home a safe space or a silent war zone? Ask yourself, does your home feel safe for your children? Does it look like where they could run to for comfort? Or do they see it as a war zone? Do they see the home as a place where they should run away from, where mommy and daddy are always shouting and nagging and complaining? Will your children rather choose to run home, or rather choose to go to their friends or somewhere else to have their peace? Secondly, are my parenting decisions based on healing or hurt? Fine. We need to understand that there are traumas we may not identify in our lives, mostly from childhood, and we carry it into parenting. And sometimes you hear people say, that's how my parents raised me and I turned out well. We do not realize that we are individual personalities. We have personality differences. Same with your children. So you choose to follow the same principle that we are used to raise, to apply it in your children. You also forget that there's a generational gap, that this dispensation is very far different from your own dispensation when you were born. You also forget that what the generation of your children are passing through are very, very much different from what you pass through at this similar age of theirs. For example, I used to ask people, when you were 5 years, do you know what an Android or a tablet phone was? Do you know what social media was? Do you know what cartoons were? Yes, you may have a particular type of cartoon, but check what is obtainable now. Are they the same? Right? The kind of stories you hear, even though some of them existed subtly, but they are now over our faces. They are all over the social media, and these things are the battles your children are facing. And then they also face the battle of having to meet other children from other backgrounds. So you need to ask yourself, is it a decision you make based on that you have healed from your trauma or hurt? And sometimes another perspective to this is having to make correction based on inflicting pain, hurting our children. So we think by hurting or inflicting pain, they're able to feel that what they've done is wrong and change from it. Far be from it. The truth is that pain makes them to withdraw from you. That pain makes them to pretend to make you or show you or do what you think you want them to do. But it has not integrated the value, the character, the threat you want to establish in them. So they end up trying to form just to please you, but you have not internalized it in them. So when you are not there to inflict pain, to threaten them, or to put pressure or control over them, they settle for what their brain is comfortable with. So you discover that sometimes we parent with control, with pressure, with pain, without realizing we are not getting a permanent result. We only get results when we are there. Our children feel if they don't do it, they will be hit, they will be hurt, and they will be threatened. They will decide to please you. But if you are not there, they do their own thing. When they go out, they meet a higher pressure. They do or subject themselves to the pressure that they are facing at that moment, not your own pressure. So using hurt or pain to establish discipline is not an effective discipline. Let me not digress. So have you healed from your traumas? Have you healed from what you experienced in the past? Even though you may not feel that it's trauma, go and check again. Most of them are traumas. Again, parenting through healing means also treating your children from the perspective of empathy and sympathy. And I talked about the other day, comfort. Okay, they are able to embrace you, knowing that you have that comfort and empathy for them. So that's the second soul-searching question. The third soul-searching question is, if God inspects your family today, would He call it holy? What is it in your family that does not harbor the presence of God? While you parent your children, do not keep God aside. For those of us who cry wolf when our children do something we think terrible, the question is, do they have experience of God? Do they experience God in your family? Does God have a place in your family? Or did you choose to keep God by the side and do your own thing? Then when trouble comes, you decide to run helter-skelter. Let God be at the center of your family. Be a genuine model of what you want in your children. Don't be a cat at home and a dog outside. Put it anyhow you want it. Don't present two faces. Don't let your children see you as a hypocrite. Don't go and smile outside and at home you are frowning everywhere, and your children see you as someone who is not consistent in character. You will raise up children who are not consistent in character. Let your yea be your yea and your nay be your nay. Let your children know that Daddy is a representative of Christ and His leadership. Let's lead in love. And yes, thank you. This is our challenge for this week. Please take it seriously, because as we begin to reflect and make the necessary changes, we begin to see transformations in our homes. We begin to see the changes God has set up to do in families, that we will be able to raise families who will stand out in their generation, who will raise children who will stand and say no to evil and make generational impact. And yes, thank you for joining me again. Remember, you are welcome to our community of Family Nest Academy, where we empower families to fulfill their purpose and build a lasting legacy and establish a holistic lifestyle. Do have a lovely day and see you next time. Bye.